seems more interested in going in circles than entering the barrier. It's worth remembering that Northern Review, along with the Stablemate Basin Plan, originally showed a lot of promise when owned by Craig Knowles stable, but they've since undergone a few ownership changes and their form's been less than impressive lately. Okay, they're all settled into the barrier, and it's hopefully red light flashing, maybe, a bit of technology here. Red light flashing, and they're underway. BRF 74 slow out of the barrier, possibly lacking a bit of early vigour, but catching up with the field now. Zigzag's off to a flying start, as is Charminel from the new stable of Scott and Wendy Armstrong. As the field passes around the back corner for the first time, a nasty looking Storm is about to engulf it. Oh no, looks like the Storm has taken out one of our riders, Kandahar, but both rider and horse are back on their feet, so I'm sure we'll see them again. Coimbra is absolutely powering along, marvellous example of what Lucerne can do for a cotton race, and their first race since rearranging the stable. Hang on, something's happening here at the front of the field. Cleve Brogan on Booker he's rapidly dropping back in the field. It looks as if Booker Mary's pulling up lane. No. Cleve's dismounted and ducked under the rail. He's pulling out some volunteer cotton on the side of the track. He's back on his horse and back in the race. For a horse that was described as being no faster than a school bus, Amarco is running brilliantly. Billy Knight, despite being another wet track specialist, is moving up through the field. Alison Ben on Bundoran has certainly got over the peanut allergy reaction she reportedly suffered last week and is located handily in the middle of the pack. Moonrock is flying around the track. Somewhat extraordinarily, this rough-looking mare looks more like a Dubai camel. Reminds me a little bit of the fine cotton affair for those who are old enough. Manor is in the middle of the field running well, but remains to be seen how he finishes, as his jockey Darren has a reputation of doing better over the longer distances. Beardmore, being ridden by Glenn Rogan, is a lather of sweat and dropping back a little through the field and looking a bit dehydrated towards the end of the race. Bimble, with Henry MacDonald on the track, is striding down the track with all the flair of an opening batsman walking out on the MCG. Working his way up through the field is Ashwood, ridden by jockey Scott Brimblecombe. As a unit, they both look as if they've just stepped out of a day spa experience. Bullerman Plains doesn't seem to be at his best today. Rumour has it that he might have been a bit off colour from something that drifted over the stables. Rumour is looking fantastic. Of course, the Hill family has so many horses and jockeys in their stable that they ran 3 of their own races yesterday to finalise their nomination for tonight's race. Andrew Lyon on Waiuna is having some trouble controlling his horse. It's left the rails and seems to be heading to Chinchilla. As we come to the pointy end of the race, and a lot of horses are bunched around the head of the field. Condamine, Marino and Ballon are all surging through the field and giving renewed confidence to all the other horses as the finish line comes into sight. This is the most extraordinary race in my race calling career. There's at least 10 horses running neck to neck. There can't be a nose in it. As we hit the line, it's Booker Mary, Ruman and Zigzag. I can't call it. It's a photo finish. To the connections of groomman and trainer John Mahola.